It's Melissa Rowell, and I'm discussing protesting your property taxes with Mitch Medigovich.
Hey everybody, it's Mitch over at Fairway Independent Mortgage, and I was sitting in my house. Well, actually what happened was my daughter checked the mail. This piece of mail came in from the Harris County Appraisal District, and I remember last year getting this thing and I didn't do anything with it, and I needed to call my friend Melissa. So that's what I did. And so we've got Melissa on the line with, on this side. We've got Melissa on the line with us. Melissa, go ahead and introduce yourself and let's talk about this.
Howdy, Melissa Rowell with RE/MAX Signature. Yep, I do property tax protesting. I like to encourage it. I've been doing it for many years, and I've actually written articles on it and made videos before I was even an agent. So I really care about helping you save money. I really do.
See, that's why I call Melissa, because I know I can trust her information, and she's been doing it for years, and I've seen her other videos on it, and it's an honor to have you here today helping me with my taxes. So,
all right, let's talk about it.
All right, so I got the letter, and basically it's saying that my property values are about 10% or about 10% more than last year, right? And in my opinion, I've got a lot of things to do around the house before it's worth what they're talking about. So, what do I do?
So you're wondering if you should protest or not?
Yeah, exactly.
I encourage everyone to be protesting. What you need to do one of the first things you need to do is get with an agent, a realtor, who can run comparables for you, a market analysis, and then go from there and see, yes, you should be protesting. And then you'll know, because when you do the form, and I'll show you in a second, you'll need to put that amount in there, what you think it should be worth. Appraised at. So you'll need to know. That's the first thing.
Okay. So we're pulling other sales from the neighborhood or the area to see what those are going for.
What they sold for.
Are there other things around my house? Let's say maybe I've got some deferred maintenance I need to take care of and all that sort of thing. Do I need to include all of that on this form? And actually thinking about it, we're in this COVID season where everything's contactless, right? So what do I do with that?
Well, you're going to be I-filing,
okay.
so which is something you could have done before this season being in this virus season. But that's one thing you can do. A lot of people, they don't protest because they think, oh, I'm not live anywhere near the appraisal district, which is in Houston. It's out 290, and so people just don't do it. Don't go to the trouble. But it's really simple. You just you do all your homework. And you can start online and by I-filing, and you have an I-file number. Let me pull up the document.
Okay. So I did get a couple of letters that were attorney letters along with this appraisal district thing, who were saying that they would charge me an amount to get this done. But it sounds like we can do this on our own pretty easily.
You can do it yourself, or you can have someone do it. I know those companies that do that, you only pay them if they save you money, and then they take a portion of what they saved you.
Okay.
So if you don't want to fool with it at all, yeah, let them handle it, and it won't really cost you. You'll still have a little savings.
Okay.
So that's something, yeah, you can let someone else do it. But if we're going to do it ourselves, here's some things we're going to look at. So you got this letter?
Yeah, that's
I've blacked a few things out.
Yeah.
So there's the market value and the appraised value. Okay. Sometimes these are the same, but sometimes the market value is higher, but you're paying taxes on the appraised value, the number on the right. Okay.
Yeah. So
sometimes,
what's the difference between the market value and the appraised value then?
The appraised value is what you're going to be paying taxes on.
Okay.
The market value is what the house could be selling for, and that number can be $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 higher than the appraised value.
Oh, okay.
So say the appraised value, you think, oh, that's what they're selling for, but the market value is a whole lot higher. You want to still protest the market value.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've done that before too. I didn't protest the appraised, but I protested the market because they're going to go up. The appraisal district is going to go up as much as they can every year, 10% every year. And so they'll do that. So if your market value is really high, they're going to keep going up as much every year to match that. So you
Okay.
might as well get those numbers down.
All right.
So, and then we have, in Harris County, we have till May 15th to protest, whether you mail it in or you do it online. I did call the appraisal district to confirm that's still the date, but they're not having setting any in-person meetings right now. So
Okay.
that's what's not going to happen. They're not going to go ahead and schedule you to come down and talk to an appraiser right now. So hopefully everything works out online for you.
So I do all this stuff online. I've got until May 15th, and luckily I called you now because it's the beginning of April, basically. So tell me what I need to do in order to be able to get this done. What's this for?
Okay. So you can see this on your screen, the notice of protest?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is at the top, it's got your I-file number. And then also you want to be sure you get your homestead exemption. That's something you can look up online when you log on the appraisal district website.
Okay.
It's going to say homestead exemption if you're getting your home. If it's your main residence, you can claim homestead exemption. If you're renting, if it's a rental, you can't, or another second property. Okay.
Okay.
So that's one exemption you want to be sure and have. That's like the main thing to do. There's other exemptions to have, over 65 and military, disabled person. So there's other things, other exemptions you can get. So that's something on this form you can check. If you go towards the bottom, here's the reasons for protest, Mitch. This is what's really important. Those top two on the left, incorrect appraisal value and values unequal with other properties. You want to check both those boxes because you want to be able to present the widest bit of evidence you can. And if you don't check one of those, you may not be able to present all the evidence you want to present.
So I need to check incorrect appraised value and the one that says value is unequal or unequal compared with other properties?
Yes, I always check both those boxes.
Okay.
And also if you look, it says reasons for protest, section 3 right there, it says to preserve your right to present each reason for your protest to the appraisal review board. That's, you want to be sure and check it. It says failure to select it may result in your inability to protest an issue you want. So
Wow. Okay.
those two boxes, it's real important. I always check both of them.
Okay.
So that's what you want to do. And then, so then you want to get with a real estate agent, call me, call your agent, and an agent's going to be able to run comparables for you, like I mentioned. And then you're going to put that value right in here. So say it's really 10,000 less or 20,000 or 30,000 less than what they've come up with, their arbitrary number that they come up with, you're going to put that in here. And then you're going to mention facts and evidence to support that number, that figure. Yeah.
Is that
like you said earlier, there are other things. So say you've got, like at my house, say you've got an old deck or an old patio cover or something, or maybe you have a pool that you've had taken out. You're going to want to ask them to make those adjustments. So I know for me, one time, the appraisal district, they can come in and decide to look at your backyard and say, and maybe in the year, 2010, they saw that you have a deck, but maybe the deck was put in the year 1998, right? So now the deck is really old. So, you're going to want to have them make the adjustments based on the quality and condition and age of those things in your backyard.
Okay.
So those can be off. And then have them update those records. Yeah.
Everything like a deck or removing the deck. What about my old pool? Did you say that?
Well, when we'll talk about that in a second. Yeah, we'll talk about other evidence. But yeah, as far as like updating the records, be sure if you don't have a pool anymore, be sure look online and see if it says your stuff is newer than it really is. If it's old and needs to be replaced and be taken out and it's all rusted and the records aren't right, yeah, have that get updated too. Okay.
So what about the inside of my house? Do I show like needing paint and all that stuff too?
Okay, yes. So here's some more stuff you're going to have. It's when you go to the appointment with the appraisal review board is when you'll bring all those pictures.
Okay.
But at the beginning, when you're providing facts, you're going to mention, hey, I've got cracks. I've got settlement cracks. I've got an air conditioner that's 25 years old or a roof that's 25 years old. Let's see, what else was I thinking? Windows. Maybe you've got your windows are 40 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's something. So I would suggest, and I've done this before, get some free estimates from contractors on getting your pool resurfaced or new roof or new windows, and use that as, hey, look, my house does not match these other houses in the neighborhood that have had all these updates.
Okay.
And so yeah,
So
yeah,
that's
you'll
good
mention all that.
That is good to know. And luckily that you know a lot of people, right, that can come out and do some estimates for us.
I do, yeah.
I think
We
we know a
both do. I
couple
know
of,
you do a lot of networking too.
yeah, we both know a lot of people that can come out and do that. So that's good news. So I need to get these estimates. Like my AC unit is original from the house. So I'll get that done. Like I like what you said about the pool decking. So that part, and then some other things. Like I really do need paint. Half of my house is painted, half of it's not.
Well, I'm not sure they'll care much about that, is, you know, stuff like a roof or windows or air conditioner that's, you know, that needs replacing, something like that.
Okay.
Or cracks. You got settlement cracks?
Yep.
Definitely.
In the pool decking, yeah, definitely. Okay, so I see the link there that says HCAD iFile. So I just click that link, upload all these photos, and that green form that you were showing me. Is that right?
Yeah, once you protest, if I remember right, because I haven't done it yet, you have like 3 to 5 days, I forget, to upload all your documents.
Okay.
So you're gonna, if you have like those estimates for replacement of things, or pictures or whatever, backup, yeah, you can upload several things, and you have a few days to do it after you've filed your protest.
How long does it take a realtor like you to do a comparable analysis?
Quick one, 20-30 minutes.
Wow.
If I spend, you know, if I'm gonna list a house for sale to really know what we're gonna sell it for, I mean, I'm gonna spend a few hours. But to just do something to kind of get you some numbers to be able to protest, you know, and see what a house have sold for, it's 20-30 minutes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Is that something that you could do for me and anybody watching?
Oh yeah, definitely. I like doing that. Yeah.
Right on. So anybody watching this call right now, Melissa's number's in the background there. You see
Right.
So she would be, well, I shouldn't say you would be happy to do this, but are you cool with this?
I'm willing to do it. Yeah, I like doing it. I like helping people save money. If you protest your taxes and can save some money, that makes me happy.
Right on. So let's see here. What if there was something that was like, you had given an example when we were talking earlier about a situation where somebody didn't have their homestead exemption there for a couple of years.
Oh, me, for example. Yeah, so say you get divorced and your spouse was on the listed for the house, and it's possible you could lose your homestead, the exemption, you know, on there. So yeah, that happened to me a long time ago, and I didn't notice it for a few years. And so when I'm like, because it's there online, it's a homestead exemption, so you can see it. If you don't see that and it's your homestead, yeah, you can go back up to 2 years and get that fixed.
So that's retroactive. So if I'm doing it today, there's a couple of years behind, and I could get a discount on the taxes from the years prior.
If you've been living there, and if you have that coming, you can do that. You can go back 2 years and fix it if you haven't done it.
That's huge. I think that's huge anyway, because I mean that's an extra. I don't know. That's extra money.
It is. It saves you 20% off your taxes. Yeah.
That's excellent. What else? Is there anything else that I need to know of, or is it as easy as what we're talking about here?
It is very easy. So like I said, people don't do it because they think, I don't want to go to the trouble. I don't want to go all the way. You know, usually we have traffic. We don't right now, but you know, I don't have 2 hours or 4 hours to go down there and protest. But if you start with iFiling, that's the simplest thing. You iFile, you have your suggested amount that you think it really should be, reasonable, and they might accept it, and great, you're good to go. They might meet you in the middle, and you might be, okay, I'll just go with that, I'll accept it, and that's fine. If you don't like it, then that's when you say, nope, I don't like it. I don't like that you turn me down. I want to come in and talk to someone. That's when you go and meet with the appraisal review board. That's when you meet with an appraiser and 3 other people they have, just volunteers to come in. And you've got to come in with all your evidence, like 4 copies of everything, or really 5 copies of everything. Yeah, come in. You have a 15-minute appointment. That's all they give you.
Oh, really? So you've got to prove your point in 15 minutes. So you've got to be prepared for sure.
You got to be prepared.
Okay.
Oh, the other thing is when you protest, you're going to have access to all the appraisal district's information, what they have for you. They're going to have their comps they pulled. So you get access to that. So all you've got to do is go in and say, you know what, here's why your comps are wrong, basically, and here's good comps. And so that's all you got to do.
That's cool.
Yeah, okay. So that's online.
Well, you've kind of lifted the burden of off of my shoulders here. It's, because I was kind of like, oh, what do I do? Do I have this other company do it? And then feel like I'm getting, not to have somebody else do it, but feel like they're charging me more than what it's worth. But it sounds like I can do this on my own. I can take some pictures. You can pull some comps for me. And,
right.
I get some of our friends to come out and do like the AC review, or inspection, I guess I should call, and the pool probably inspected, and anything else I can get inspected.
Well, like the roof. Say your roof is 20 years old. Yeah, get a proposal or estimate for a new roof.
Okay.
And include that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you can think of that we can help everybody out with here?
I did see something else. When I was on the website, I was looking at the popular forms. And so one of the popular forms is the request to remove personal information from the appraisal district site.
Oh.
So a friend of mine is in law enforcement, and he was telling me he thought it was just for maybe law enforcement or people, maybe you have hold it off at public office or something, and you can just have it be current owner as your name as opposed to your name. No, that's not true. There's actually a form. It's a popular form, and you can have your name removed to say current owner.
Okay.
Yeah.
So nobody can find you then. So, nobody can know who owns that property.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
So I've done that, and a lot of people like to do that. So a lot of people probably don't know that you can do that.
Does that cost anything to file?
Nope. It's just a form.
Well, that's cool. Why wouldn't everybody do that, I wonder?
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Melissa. I appreciate you coming together and explaining this to me, because for me, it's difficult information. For you, it's like explaining it to the layman guy over here, But thank you very much. It sounds like it's going to be a lot easier just filing a lot of this information, especially now, not having to go down there.
Yeah. I used to just first thing I would go and meet with an appraiser is what you do if you go down there the first time. If you don't file, right now there's no meetings, but you either win with the appraiser or you don't. And when you don't, then you go to the appraisal review board. So right now we're starting online iFile. And when that doesn't work, then you go to the appraisal review board. And then you got to go in.
Very cool. So Melissa, your number's in the background, your email address is in the background. Actually, no, your website. Yeah. Yeah, your website. What is your email address, or you just want them to go to your website and phone number?
That's fine, or melissa@melissarowell.com.
Okay.
And I appreciate you calling Mitch. I know Mitch is a lender with Fairway. I don't know if he said that.
No.
But he's one of my top lenders I send all my clients to, because I know he saved my clients and other agents' clients thousands of dollars compared to other mortgage guys. So
we had one that was more than $7,000 we saved our veteran.
We did
in doing that deal. So that was a really, really good day.
You saved another veteran, but that's how I met you.
Yeah.
I found out you saved another veteran thousands of dollars. So Mitch how long you been in business?
Since 1992, so 28 years.
28 years now. Okay.
Yeah.
So you know your stuff.
Yeah.
And you like talking about the mortgage business too and what's going on now, right?
I do geek out about the mortgage business, and I do some workshops on the state of the mortgage industry and what's going on, and actually, I like helping people, just like you're helping us right now, and doing what we're doing right now. It's just important. I think it's important right now to help out as many people as we possibly can with whatever special knowledge that we have. I hope to hear from a lot of people about the specialties that they have in their lives, because I'm learning stuff every day still. I mean, we've had to pivot, right? In this market, because as we're filming this, we're quarantined, kind of. We're on a stay-at-home orders, and kind of why I've decided to grow a beard out. That's why I look pretty shaggy. But at the same time, yeah, we're quarantined, but still pushing out information. And I did receive this letter, and the first person I thought of was Melissa, because she's so good at explaining this stuff, and I knew that she would be able to explain it to a guy like me that needs some help in understanding these things. So
very good. Yeah, don't wait till May 15th, because it's gonna, if I get several people have to run comps for, on May 14th, it's gonna take a while. So you're at home, not really doing much maybe, and so go ahead and be looking at it and give me a shout.
Great. Well, Melissa, thank you very much for showing up today, being on our call. I'm Mitch with Fairway Independent Mortgage. This is Melissa with RE/MAX, RE/MAX Signature, and a good friend of mine. I appreciate you being on, and we will see you again soon.
All right. See you. Thanks.